How's it going, guys? This is Full Time Devils. Now, it's been a while since we had a chat with the guys at Blue Moon Rising TV, those horrible blue sods at Blue Moon Rising TV. So we thought we'd do another one today because Man United have made quite a few signings. City have started to make quite a few signings as well. So what we're going to do today is a combined Manchester United and Manchester City 11. I'm joined by Stephen from Blue Moon Rising TV. Are you confident for this?
I should be, but I've got a feeling, given where I am on your channel and where I'm about to be behind me, then I feel there's going to be a little bit of a bias here.
Yeah, we are the home team. I mean, we did want to go we wanted to do this video outside Old Trafford, but I'm going to be completely honest, it's raining, it's absolutely throwing it down, as always in Manchester. So now, through the magic, we will be at Old Trafford. State of it.
Look at it.
State of it. I guess
roller coaster.
We'll just have to get on with this, won't we? Anyway, combined Man United and Man City 11. First position, goalkeeper, only one choice, no arguing. Best goalkeeper in the world, has to be.
I'd argue, but I've just watched Joe Hart at the Euros.
Exactly.
And I love Joe Hart, I really do. I think it's telling that Pep's trying to sign a new keeper as well. I think he'll end up being our number one. But I'd love to defend him, but I can't defend him after that very, very poor Euro 2016. De Gea wasn't great either at the Euros. He had a few mistakes, but Hart was probably worse. And I'll let you have that one because I'm a polite man.
David De Gea in goal, right back.
You're going to say Darmian, and I'm going to say Sanya's better, personally. But I think Sanya's been fantastic. He's been incredibly strong, very strong defensively. Zabaleta's getting a bit old now, so he's probably going to be sold.
He's on his way out.
Yeah, we're going to sign this guy called Bruno Perez, allegedly. He's like some bulldozing old Brazilian fullback. You know, one of those fun ones, he can't defend, but just scores goals.
Yeah, of course.
Like Cafu.
Like Raphael.
Yeah, they're good fun, aren't they?
Yeah,
but
they're great.
They can't do anything other than just run forward, but it's a lot of fun. But I think I'm going to say Sanya, personally. I think Sanya's a rock. He's really reliable, really likeable, really good defensively, and he's my personal choice for right back.
I think in a year's time, we'll be laughing at that because I think Darmian will play really well in a Mourinho team, and he's a defensive sort of fullback. I think Mourinho will love him, but at the minute, he's not done enough in the Premier League, I don't think, to get in this team. So yeah, I'll let you have that one. Centre halves, Chris Smalling has to be in there, has to be in one of the positions without doubt.
And Vincent Kompany does too, because
Vincent Kompany's never fit. He doesn't count as a real footballer.
The man with one leg is better than who else? Eric Bailey. We don't even know who he is yet. Does he actually even exist among the world?
We don't know what he's good at yet.
Kompany can hop around with one leg and still be our best defender. To be fair, like Mangala or Otamendi are both decent defenders, but they're unreliable. And I think Smalling's had a good season. I will admit that. I think he's a good player. And he'll get better under Mourinho, a man who knows how to treat defenders. I think Kompany still is our heartbeat, and a 75% fit Vincent Kompany walks into either team, in my opinion. He's our captain. And
I think that he's getting old now, and I think that we'll just see the likes of Marcus Rashford end his career like he did to
Demichelis and Kompany are slightly different players.
Are they really though? He's getting on. He's getting too injured, mate. He's gone. Anyway, well, I'll let you have it though. Vincent Kompany and Chris Smalling, not a bad back two when they are both.
It's all right, isn't it?
When they are both fit. At left back, a man who hasn't been fit for a very long time due to a very, very bad injury. It's got to be Luke Shaw though. He impressed when he was at Southampton, and then at the start of Manchester United, at the start of last season, he looked absolutely outstanding. Really bad injury, of course, but I think he's going to come back even stronger this season. And I think luckily for him, in the terms of this video, City don't really have a left back, do you?
We've got like half a left back and two different players, but you put them together, you probably would get a decent left back like Luke Shaw. We've got Clichy, who can defend and really tries and is fast, but can't attack. And we've got Kolarov, who can wallop a ball really hard, which all he ever does, but does nothing else. He just trolls back defensively, never tries, and he'll be gone, I reckon, to Besiktas allegedly pretty soon. So I will give you that one because I think Luke Shaw's a good player. I did feel sorry for him. You know what? As a City fan, I will admit he's a very good young English player. I like him. I thought he was overpriced, as all players are, but he's a good player, and he is. And I did feel sorry for him when he had that nasty break, and hopefully he'll be back next season because he's a good player. That's humility.
I know what you're saying. I was going to say that's a very honest thing to say. Fair enough.
I don't wish he hurt himself.
No, obviously. Yeah, very nice.
That's as far as I go.
We're going to do this in a 4-2-3-1 just to make it simple, and everone seems to play 4-2-3-1 at the minute.
There's going to be problems with this later on.
I know what you're going to say. We'll get to it. Two centre mids. Who would you say? Who gets in yours? Because Man United, I would have put Rooney here, but Mourinho seems like he doesn't want to play him as a centre midfielder.
Because he's not a centre midfielder at all, in my opinion. As your boss himself said, anyone can pick a pass when you've got all the time in the world. And Rooney's a decent player. Once again, he's a good player, but he's not a midfielder by any stretch of the imagination. He's a poor man's Paul Scholes in midfield. That's what he tries to be, but he's not anywhere near as new.
Different type of player.
He tries to do that whole kind of Hollywood long-range passing thing, and he hasn't got the nuance to his game or anything like that, in my opinion. Decent player, but I think Gundogan, when he finally gets his knees back, which he's phenomenal, an absolute top-class player, 100% make my team midfield, because I think he'll be one of the best midfielders in the Premier League this year. I think we've got a bargain, despite him being half dead.
You know what? I think that Gundogan, I think that he might struggle with his injuries, but when he is fit, he is brilliant. And I feel like Man United's midfielders last year maybe didn't impress too much. I mean, Schweinsteiger was injured for a lot of the season. When he played, I thought he controlled every game that he played earlier on in the season. Morgan Schneidlin, I don't think was incredibly impressive, but I want to see Herrera in that other position.
I want to see Fernandinho in that other position.
You know what?
So Fernandinho's.
I think that I was going to properly argue for Herrera, but I think that Fernandinho.
I like Herrera. He's a good player. I don't know if Mourinho will like him.
I know, yes, very much so.
I don't know if he will. I think he's not necessarily got the grit. I think it's telling that you want people like Pogba and whatever. And you're linked to Matuidi, I'm not sure what's going to happen. But these are both physical, big, powerful Mourinho midfielders, aren't they? I don't think Herrera is. I might be wrong on that, but he doesn't historically like these kind of light, fancy playmakers. And he's a nice lad, Herrera, good player, but I don't know. I think Fernandinho will be more Mourinho's player.
You know what? I'm going to let you have him. I'm going to let you have both centre midfielders, because that front line is where I want Man United to really be dominating.
I'm already thinking of the names that I'm missing out already.
So you've got
be interesting.
The three players, the 4-2-3-1 playing behind the striker. Who are those three players for you?
For City,
there's only one City player that I'm letting get in this bit. There's only one.
Is it De Bruyne or
That's
Silva?
The one. No, it's De Bruyne. Silva's a great player, but I think Man United's new signings are going to be incredible next season. I think Mkhitaryan has to be in there. The most assists last season in the Bundesliga. He's a very impressive signing. We got him for quite cheap as well, considering.
Yeah, decent price.
So I'm looking forward to seeing him in there, especially with the players that he's going to link up
with. Did you see
with.
the stats about De Bruyne's and Mkhitaryan's careers mirrored?
Are you letting me have Mkhitaryan on the right?
Yeah, I like Mkhitaryan.
And you've got Kevin De Bruyne playing in the middle.
Yeah. So where you going with this?
Is it him or Silva? De Bruyne or Silva there?
De Bruyne is definitely in the team.
And it's not Silva on the left then. You're not having Silva on the left because
you want Martial.
Well, you want Martial. He's the most exciting young talent in world football, I'd say, at the minute. He's been last season for Manchester United. He is the only reason that we weren't like 10th at times last season.
He's class.
He was absolutely brilliant. Every time he gets it, it seems like the ball sticks to him, and it almost seems at times like he's one of those players where you're watching him and you know exactly what he's going to do. It must be frustrating for people of opposition teams watching him play against their team, because you know exactly what he's going to do. And he still does it. The defender knows what he's going to do, and he still does it.
He's a really good player, Martial. I like him a lot. I think he's still a bit rawer than people imagine. And I'm guilty as well as a City fan. When you get into a bubble of a certain player, like for us, it's obviously Kelechi, and you don't really notice his mistakes because you're so excited about how good he is. And I think trying to be neutral, it's obviously bollocks because I'm not even vaguely neutral, but trying to be as a City fan. You can see the opposite state from Martial, but he's got moments of brilliance in him, and I can't deny that. I think he's class, the class act, and I would have Silva, but you're not going to have that.
No.
Silva, to me, he's going to be absolutely reinvigorated under Guardiola. I think he's the man to get the best out of him. You're still not going to let me have this, I can tell.
Nope.
But to save myself in the comments, I think I'll let you have that one.
Right.
I think I'll be civil.
You know saving yourself in the comments, mate. Don't worry about it. Striker, there's only one option. After
Sergio Aguero?
No, Ibrahim.
Sergio Aguero.
No, it's got to be Ibrahimovic. Mate, we just signed a European icon to Manchester United, a man who's scored a ridiculous amount of goals everywhere he's gone. He's won the league title. Is it 11 of the last 12 seasons?
Isn't
12
he
last 13
close
seasons?
to his pension?
That does not matter. All I'm talking about is at this minute, next season, he'll score more goals than
He's
Sergio
absolutely,
Aguero.
he's brilliant. But the Premier League's most clinical striker of all time in history, Sergio Aguero, a man with a proven track record of scoring goals in the Premier League, who scores goals for fun in the Premier League, who has gets injured a bit, but he still manages to score loads. Sergio Aguero is the best striker in the Premier League as it stands at the moment.
I think due to his injury record, I mean, you're saying that Zlatan's close to his pension, but Zlatan barely gets injured, while Aguero is injured every single week.
Okay, right. What if we have this? What if we take Fernandinho out and go to a 4-4-2 thing? Get De Bruyne and Mkhitaryan in the wings, and we get Aguero and Zlatan up front. That's a good partnership.
And who have we got as the two centre mids?
So then we've got. I don't know what is it.
We have Fernandinho or Fernando. I get them mixed up.
No, so we get Fernandinho. No, then we've got Gundogan, some mad.
Gundogan, De Bruyne, Mkhitaryan on the right, Martial on the left,
and then Aguero and Zlatan.
And
It's
Zlatan
mental, and we can see a lot of goals. But I think Fernandinho, I'd take him out of the team for Aguero, and we'd get some kind of like weird Gundogan and De Bruyne in midfield. And then you've got your Martial, Mkhitaryan, and Aguero and Zlatan.
I think that the idea of Aguero and Zlatan up front
That's beautiful, isn't it?
So I'll let you have that. Guys, get in the comments below. Tell me your joint Man United, Man City teams. Call this guy an idiot. Do what you want. Call me an idiot if you want. Well, get in the comments. Get in your opinions anyway, guys. I've been Gaz from Full Time Devils. And if you are a City fan watching this, what the bloody hell are you doing? Go and subscribe to these guys. They're Blue Moon Rising TV. See you next time. Laters. I'm joined today by Squawker Dave and Howson, two of the brightest minds in football at the minute. I'm sure that no one will have any doubts about that.